Hey, good morning everyone and welcome to your channel Learn Data Science with Pranjal. So this is the second video on time series. In this small video, I am going to discuss a concept that is stationarity in the time series. So concept wise, it's very small, but at the same time, it is very prominent and significant. So for my viewers, I have already written two lines what stationarity is. So basically, stationarity is an assumption in time series. So like in your linear regression where we have so many assumptions, in time series model building, we have just one assumption and that is your stationarity. So even my time series may be stationarity, may be stationary, may not be stationary, but I'm assuming it to be stationary. And that is why we are saying it to be an assumption. So what does basically stationarity mean? So I have written a line for it. So stationarity implies that mean, variance and autocorrelation are time invariant. Time invariant implies that they do not change with the time. Mean does not changes, variance does not changes, and the relation of series with time in a way will not change. So I have already drawn three diagrams over here. So diagram 1, 2, 3. Take few seconds and decide out of these three, which one do you think is stationary? So just take few seconds. I'll just wait for a few seconds. Okay. So basically this was a little tricky question. All the three diagrams which you see over here, none of them are stationary. And why they are not stationary, let's discuss one by one. So in the diagram 1, if you notice, if we travel along this dotted line, so the variance over here would be constant, but the mean would be changing. So if I take few points, if I take a reference point A and reference point B, so the mean at point A would be this, and the mean at point B would be this. So the mean is changing. Even though the variance is constant, but the mean is changing. In diagram 2, you can notice that mean and variance both are changing. So what is variance? Variance is nothing but displacement from the mean. So at point 1, at point A, if I say variance is only this much, but if we go to point B, you can notice the variance has changed. And even variance has changed and mean has also changed. If we talk about diagram 3, in diagram 3, mean is probably constant. So if we travel along this horizontal line, which is parallel to our x-axis, this will indicate our mean. So the mean is kind of fixed, but if you notice, the variance is changing. So variance at point A would be less and variance at point B would be more. So none of them are stationary because mean and variance, they both need to be constant. They should not change with the time. So how does our stationary time series would look like? So it would look something like this. Over here, if we travel along this line, you will notice that the mean is also constant and the variance is also constant. So in this video, I just wanted to discuss what stationarity is. In my next short video, we will see what should we do if my series is not stationary. So before building the model, we should make our data stationary if it is not stationary. And so in next video, we'll see what all things can we do to make a series stationary. So thank you everyone for watching the video and let's catch up in the next video.